Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to my car blog real estate page, or real estate questions, whatever it is. Basically, I'm just going to be driving around talking about real estate, talking about life stuff, and just inviting you guys for the ride. So hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch you guys on the road. Or real estate things going on. We're kind of in a situation to where my clients are wanting to net a certain price, and due to how much they still have on the mortgage, we're still trying to figure out, how can I net them a good amount but still provide them everything that they need. So this charger over here is just, it's a nice charger, but yeah, anyways, so my clients are looking at a certain price to sell, and due to how much they are willing to or due to how much they need to pay out from their mortgage, it's not enough. So basically what I have going on is to see if I could work with agents that are looking to buy the house to reduce their commission price. That way my clients are able to net a little bit more in their pocket, because that's the whole goal, right? You want to be able to help your clients. You want to be able to make sure that they are getting what they need. And right now they don't want a mortgage. They don't need the stress of all that maintenance going on, so they're looking to sell the house, right? And if I could do that for them, and help them out with their goals, that's all I'm really there for, right? I'm there to help negotiate. I'm there to make sure that everything goes smoothly and that they don't have to worry about a thing. So if I can help them get there a lot faster than them going at it by themselves, then that's a plus. In terms of the commission, how much that I'm making doesn't necessarily matter at that point, because again, right, as agents, we are here to help others, not just fill our pockets, not just tell everyone to buy a house or sell their home or whatever it is, right? That is what it comes down to if you are becoming an agent. And this is what I want all my clients to know, that I'm here for you, and that I'm working my way to make sure that you guys are getting everything that you guys need in terms of buying or selling your house. So that's kind of what I'm going through with this current listing. And as I have another buyer coming up trying to get their pre-approval, I'm slowly helping them through the process. Even though they bought a house, they're looking at more of an investment state, and I'm helping through that process too. So as you can see, as an agent, for what we do, instead of just like, just buy this house and then you'll be fine, whatever, we're actually helping them out. And that's the whole goal. Help out those people that don't know the information that right? So again, the whole goal is not for myself, and if you're an agent, it shouldn't be like that either, right? So a lot of times agents are just looking for, major profit, major everything, right? They want to, become that top agent, that year, or make six figures. I mean, again, like, I do too. I want to be the best agent, and I want to make a ton of money from real estate, helping people out. But again, the very first part of that is being helpful. How can you be helpful if you don't know the information of how to set people up for success? You don't want to put people in a financial burden by buying a house. That's the complete opposite. And yeah, if I was really trying to make a lot of money as an agent and, push like, hey, you should buy a house, it's a better investment and stuff like that, that is not the same for everyone. For all those people that are saying like, yeah, real estate is a great investment, but it's only a great investment if you have the money to, and if you are well taught about how to invest in real estate. You can't invest in real estate just by buying stuff and seeing like, if it will go up for the next year or whatever it is, right? You have to be strategic with everything. So, as us agents, we practice on understanding the market. Where's a good place to buy? Where's not a good place to buy? All these different things. And it's our job to help you guys in whatever your financial goals are. Whether it's buying your first real estate property or, setting yourself up for more investment properties in the future to grow your portfolio. For me, I studied a lot in real estate investing rather than just, residential real estate. Residential real estate is pretty much straightforward. Find a location that you like, whether it's closer to working or closer to a school for your family, or just a nice view, or away from the city, whatever it is. That is super simple. Almost any agent can tell you all the best places for you to buy a house for yourself. But in the case for, investing in real estate is another story, right? You can't just simply just buy real estate and hope that you will cash flow, or hope that, in that area your value of your house will appreciate. Maybe for certain areas, but that's not for each and every area you go to. It's different on the East Coast versus the West Coast, where I'm at here in Washington State. So find an agent that is willing to put the effort in and study all these different things. Ask them these questions. How long have you invested in real estate? Or what do you know about the real estate market on the investment side of things, right? You want to make sure that you have someone that is well knowledgeable within those areas, because you don't want to get an agent that does not know anything about investing, but they know a lot about just, residential real estate, and they can't tell you squat about cash flow or how much your, triple net is and whatnot. All these different things matter if you're investing into real estate. None of these things matter if you are looking at a primary home. So, set yourself up for success by hiring the proper and well-knowledge real estate agent. Whether that may be me or whether that may be someone else. Do your due diligence in hiring the proper agent, right? You don't want to be wasting your time trying to work with just whoever. You want to make sure that you are set up for the best, right? And how do you know that they're the best? You ask them questions about their experience, or about what they're doing to gain that experience, right? Obviously, I'm still relatively new in real estate, 3+ years, give or take, right? But I have gone to events. I have taken my time and money to be able to prepare myself in understanding what do I need to look for my clients. I'm putting the money and the effort in so that I can succeed along with my clients and make sure that they are, getting to the goal that they want. It's not always me. And yeah, I may not be able to make, 5 figures or even 4 figures on a deal. But again, if it helps them with their goals and I'm putting my best foot forward, why not, right? It's great to help people. It's great to know a lot of information. But it's even better to combine all those things together, learning and helping others as a real estate agent. I picked this profession because, of course, yeah, it got me, learning to make a lot of money. But the other point to that, as I've learned and gone through real estate, is if you really want to help people, don't be fake. Like, be realistic. Genuinely have a heart to help people, and don't try to BS your way into people's lives, right? As you're growing as an agent, as you are pushing yourself to become better every single day, you have to set your limits and grow and push beyond those limits too. Understand what is limiting you, understand how you can get better, and just keep on pushing that bar higher and higher every single day, right? Of course, I'm not gonna be the best agent in town within, a few months or even the next year. But that depends on where my level is at. If I don't feel that I'm pushing myself enough, then, obviously that's a problem. I need to do better and educate myself better on how I could present that to my clients. What things am I doing to get better? What things can I do to get better? How can I improve my knowledge and skill set to help those that are really wanting to invest in real estate or even buy real estate for themselves, right? A lot of people say they know a lot about real estate. They look on Zillow, they watch the news, they do all these things, right? Can't be that hard to understand what real estate's about, but there is some complexities into understanding what real estate is and how it should be done, right? It's not as simple as someone tells you of just buy real estate, hold it for 20 years, and then maybe sell it, right? Again, depending on where you're at, that's not the same situation. That's not the same situation for that area. Or depending on what year or what your financial status is, it's not gonna be applicable to everyone. So you gotta be smart. You got to use your mind. You gotta think hard about, what you're getting yourself into, right? Yeah, of course, real estate is not a small investment. Real estate is very expensive, and the biggest investment that a lot of people have, in their lives. Whether if they're buying real estate for an investment purpose or if it's just their first home, that's still an investment. That is still something that they are diving into to be able to cash flow or grow their portfolio. People are not going to just dive into these things with full knowledge and understanding of real estate, or let's say multifamily complexes or building codes, or how to buy land and put a property on it and how much it actually costs, right? So going into my journey, I'm learning these things to be able to help and provide to my clients. Obviously, things are changing in the real estate market as we speak, with the housing crisis, with all the things that are going on in terms of just what laws can be changed, or what laws are changing due to the housing crisis, which, if you don't know, there's not a lot of houses available, or they're not building enough houses in the cities or in around the areas. They're not building it fast enough, or there's not a lot of supply. So what people are doing right now, from what I hear, is buying existing property that are older, like let's say into the 1990s or 80s, or even the 70s, depending on what year it is, right? They're buying older property, and they're buying older property with a big enough lot, so that they can put another house on the back of it and have it basically like a dadu, or an ADU. And if you don't know what that is, that's an attached dwelling unit, or a detached dwelling unit. And basically what that does to the value is basically what happens is it creates an additional cash flow, and it serves that other dadu or ADU as another house on that same property. So think about it this way, just for example, right? You buy the land and the house, let's say, right, for example, for $300,000 all in all, right? But your land also has enough space in the back to be able to attach or put on another property. I think in Seattle it's probably less than maybe 10,000 square feet for another unit in that area. So it takes probably about a few $100,000 or so, maybe $200,000 or so, just to build up that new home, right? So once you invested that $200,000, for example, I'm not really sure how much the actual cost is, but hypothetically, let's say these are what the costs if you find a property like this, right? Let's say, just using the example of Seattle, $300,000 is what you put to buy the house, and about $200,000 is what you added in addition for that extra unit, which puts you all in at $500,000, right? With what you have invested, $500,000, and when the house is all built and everything's all put together, fine and dandy, right? That puts the value of that land and those two houses roughly around double that price, right? So this is the strategy that a lot of developers are utilizing, just to be able to basically flip houses nowadays, just because of just because of the housing crisis, of not enough homes being built or not enough area to build on. They are utilizing this tactic to build more houses on bigger land, a little bit bigger land. So if you are looking to do that too, then here's some way that you're able to do that and have the money to afford it, right? Again, I haven't done this personally, so I cannot say 100% that it works. So take this with a grain of salt and consult this with someone that has actually done it. So a couple people that I know in mind is Thach out in Seattle. If you guys don't know him, check him out on YouTube. And yeah, Thach on YouTube, and Ryan Pineda on also YouTube. So if you guys want to go check them out, I'll link to their channels down below. They have years of experience in real estate investing. So for me, I can't say too much about that on what my experience is on investing in real estate. But if you guys want to go dive in a little bit more deeper or get their course and learn more about it, go check them out, right? But yeah, anyways, this is what a lot of people are doing that can afford investing in real estate. You know, a lot of people will make excuses thinking that investing in real estate is not possible for them, but they're not really thinking about it in terms of like the long-term gain, right? Because that's how you have to think about real estate. Yeah, you can, cash flow here and there using, Verbo or Airbnb or, these other apps to be able to rent it out day by day, right? But if you want to gain a lot of value in your real estate portfolio, it has to be a mixture. It has to be a mixture between the two of long-term investing and short-term investing. So by that I mean cash flow and appreciation of the value of your house. So how can you do that? Well, again, starting off with your own residential real estate, if you have that, right, you can potentially get a HELOC, which allows you to borrow money from the equity of your house, and you could use that for another down payment on another house and just keep on growing like that. Obviously you still have to deal with a mortgage and insurance and all that stuff, but that is what one of my clients is doing right now. Currently we are still looking for property that meets their needs and meets what they're looking for in terms of the property and location, and they plan to put work into it. They plan to build it up and improve on the property, make the kitchen nicer, make everything nicer, newer, and rent it out, right? They're going to cash flow from that. They're going to cash flow from doing that. And the other part to it, right, they're going to be doing a lot of the work themselves, so they don't have to worry too much about having a high overhead or a high cost for contracting the job out. So they're saving some money there, right? All they need to do is get the permits and get it approved, make sure that everything is in compliance with housing regulations and all that stuff, right? And they'll be able to rent that house out for what the market is currently showing for, or it could be cheaper depending on how they want to have rent. That's up to them because you own the house. But yeah, so those are a few ways that my clients are investing into real estate by utilizing their property and taking a HELOC, home equity line of credit, from their property and just investing that way, right? Be smart with it. Work with an agent that is well knowledgeable about investing or helping you to invest into your real estate portfolio, and just continue growing every single day. Or if it's not every single day, like, every single week, right? You want to try and learn something new, grow, and, having to grow your knowledge, your wisdom, is also growing your income, right? I'm making these videos for you guys, not to say that I know everything, but I am improving. I am showing you guys from what my knowledge is at this point to, later on down the road, to where you could see like my whole journey, right? I want to be the person that you guys can trust and understand that, real estate game is not that the real estate game is possible, that you can invest in real estate, you can grow your income, you can grow your wisdom, and become very successful doing it. But the thing that I see, that a lot of real estate agents, that a lot of people that are just investing overall, no matter if it's real estate or, stocks or whatever it is, right? The problem, the number one problem is themselves. It's their mindset, right? If they cannot fix this, they cannot fix everything else that's going on with. They cannot fix they cannot fix what's going on in their lives, because for them, they think it's out of their control. For them, they think there's someone else to blame, right? If you can't take the blame for the mistakes that you made, the decisions that you made, the choices you made about what's going on in your life, then honestly, I don't think investing is for you, or going to this route is for you, because you are struggling to understand the real problem is not other people. Yeah, sometimes you may not have full control of every situation, but you still have a lot of control in terms of what you can do in your own life, how you can change your habits, how can you change your income, how you can change your your health, right? We think about all these different things to become like that other person, or become like the people we see on TV and stuff. But what is it that you're doing right now to help yourself improve and get to that level, right? Each and every stage of life are basically levels. As you're getting older, as you are, getting into a different position at your job, even income level is just a new challenge, right? As we progress with more money, right, it's more problems, right? You always hear the more money you got, the more problems you got too. So don't think that this is gonna get easier just by having more money or becoming rich, but really fixing yourself on your mindset. And for me, as a born again Christian and stuff like that, I focus a lot on my spiritual wealth too, because for me, that's important, right? Getting yourself spiritually filled and focused on giving and doing the right thing, and doing it all for him rather than just myself, right? That helps me focus on the right things rather than just all materialistic things and all these different things that doesn't really matter, right? if you want to be wealthy, if you want to be rich, and if you want to grow, if you want to improve in your relationships with everyone, with God, with your friends, your family, take the first steps by changing yourself first, right? Take the first step to show them that all this is possible, that everything that you do is possible. And for me, again, nothing's impossible, especially when you have God with you, right? There's been so many challenges in my life personally that, where I wanted to quit, where I wanted to back down, where I felt like that the thing that I was doing was not worth pursuing more. But because God's like, no, you are my child, I'm not gonna let you go down this whole suffering and thinking that that's all for you, right? There's a bigger purpose to this. There is something that I have planned for you. But through all these challenges, through all these struggles, through everything that you're going through right now, it's just so little. But I'm having you understand that is building you up for something greater, for something in my kingdom. Hearing that, it's not just for me, right? This is for others too. Helping others, giving back out of just the kindness of my heart, because God wanted me to, because God put me in that position to help others that are less fortunate, or that may need the help, that may need support, right? God puts us in positions that we can handle, and He's not going to put us in a position that we cannot handle. If we're not ready for that level yet, He'll tell us to take a step back. Things may not be going the way you want to, but that's all right. This is all a learning process. And the struggles that you go through, all the temptations, everything, right? It's there for a reason. And I don't believe it's because that it's because life hates you, or God doesn't love you or anything like that. It's because He loves you. He wants to see you stronger and fight every single day. Fight for a great life. Build yourself up to the person that you always wish to be. And if you don't see that, if you don't understand what I'm saying in terms of how God is slowly building you up to become the man or the woman that you want to be, then just don't go for it. Stop trying. Stop pursuing that dream. And just see what happens. You cannot just live your life and do nothing and see success like that. As much as you think that this is possible, as much as you think that, you're waiting for an opportunity to come to you, as much as you think that life is going to be easier with so much money, it's not. You know, God has put me through the test of, you know, blessing me with a lot of money, blessing me with the friends and family that I have, and keeping me in check every single day about how am I doing with Him, with our relationship, God and I, right? If my relationship is not good with Him, then everything in my life will not be the way it is, right? I'm not gonna say that I haven't went through struggles and stuff, but again, it's like building your muscle, building your body, and focusing on growing, right? If you want to do that, if you want to build these muscles, if you want to truly grow and have that 8-pack, or, you know, become bigger and lose all this stubborn fat, right? You have to grow slowly by picking up weights that you can handle, and by picking up weights that you can handle and working that out every single day until it gets easier. Once it gets easier, then and only then you can take that next weight up, that heavier weight, right? But again, what it all comes down to, if you really want to push for being greater, being better, look at these challenges and look at these hardships as one step closer to you succeeding, one step closer to the good life, one step closer to the path that God wants you to be in, right? And you being a great leader to His kingdom, right? You know, I'm gonna be honest with you that I do struggle with reading my Bible, with, you know, going to Bible study every now and then, and trying to stay active with reading His Word. But I have not lacked faith, not even once at all, in Him, because I trust that everything that's going on is in His hands. But I cannot just let it be only in His hands. I have to do the work. I have to do the work to be able to see the fruits, right? There's a lot of things that are going on in our lives, and we don't really see what is truly going on. But we don't need to understand what is happening, or we don't need to understand every single thing that's happening in our life. All we have to do is trust in Him with all our heart, with all our mind, with all our soul, and just do our part. Do our part to worship Him and ensure that we're doing it for the right reasons, right? I'm gonna leave the rest of this video uncut so you can see my thought process and, you know, all the mistakes that I make and stuff like that. Not because I'm lazy or anything like that. I just want you guys to see what it really looks like to get to a point where you understand a lot of things that, you know, that is going on with my life. Again, I'm not perfect, but I do set myself up to be in a position to where I'm honestly satisfied. I don't have to be the richest man in the world. I don't have to have, you know, all the friends in the neighborhood or anything like that. I don't have to have like the nicest car every single day. You know, if I could spend a lot of my time just doing what's right and building and helping people in my city or just the people around me that I interact with, then, you know, I'll be happy with that. I'll be satisfied, right? But again, I have a goal. I have things that I want to do, and I'll still push towards it. And the reason why I'll still push towards my goals, no matter on what position that I'm at, no matter if I go broke, no matter if anything happens in my life, I will always find a way. And that is what makes the difference between me and other people, is that I will always find a way, because I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to back down. Yeah, I'll take breaks here and there, but I'm not gonna back down. God didn't make me to be a quitter, to be a person that does not push harder and harder every single day. I'm thankful for the God that made me who I am today, and for the people that have raised me up to become this man that I am now, and even more, right? I'm always reaching for more. I'm always wanting to push for more, and I can't do it without the people without me, and I can't do it without the people around me, is what I'm trying to say, right? There's a lot of things that goes on in life, and sometimes we just are sick of it. Same thing every single day, same job, same people you meet, but it doesn't have to be that way. No matter at what point in life you are, whether you're struggling financially, whether your relationship with God is not perfect, or your relationship with, you know, your friends or your family is not great, it's not the end of the world. There is still time to make it. There is still time to push towards better. But don't let it go on for too long where you're just waiting. I've waited for years to really come out and show people what I'm doing, who I'm becoming, because I was scared I was scared to talk about things like this. I was scared to really show people who I am, right? But you just have to do it. You have to go out there. You have to change your limits and just always push for better. And how you can push for better every single day or even every single week is by assessing yourself and asking yourself, did I do the best that I can? And how can I do better? How can I improve on my life? Or how can I be a light in my workspace? How can I show others that I really care without being too pushy? Or whatever it is, right? Always ask yourself, how? How can you be better? And once you understand that, once you understand how you can be better, just do it. Don't hesitate to become a better person. It'll just be better for you. I know this has been like almost a long chat or vlog, but this is something that people really need to consider in their lives, because it's not easy. I understand a lot of people go through so much different things, but know that it's not too late, that you could still do more, that it's not worthless. Just put yourself up first to improve and take action to do better. This is my message to you guys, to those that want to be realtors or that want to be entrepreneurs or just be a better person in life, want to see success, who want to see success. Really think about it and just go for it, right? I hope that you guys really took a lot of what I said about life, about working, about entrepreneurship, all this stuff to heart, and you really start to think about how you can really develop a good system that works for you to become the best that you can be. because no one's gonna do it for you. No one's gonna tell you what to do or how you should do it properly, unless you take the action to do so. You find the people that are willing to teach you. Choose your opportunities. Don't let the opportunities choose you. You are the author of your story. So, make it happen. Currently, I know you guys are watching my story, watching my journey, going through all different kinds of things. And, you know, I'm gonna start doing more videos like this because I find it helpful, at least for me, to show what it is that I'm going through. Because it may help someone, right? I am a coach to a lot of people, a lot of different entrepreneurs, and I want to make sure that each and every one of my students, each and every one that I help, becomes a lot more successful than me, right? It's not a competition with anyone that you see or that you work with. It's always a competition against yourself. Remember that. Stop fighting others because they think that they're better than you or whatever it is. Prove it to yourself that you are capable of doing what you said that you would do. Do it for you. Do it for your future children. Do it for your future family. Do it for your dogs, for crying out loud. Your animals. You know, make an effort to always do better. And don't settle for less. And if you're fortunate enough to have someone in your life to be able to share these different things and grow together, then do it with them. I know I have a lot of my boys that have long-lasting relationships, and I hope that they're watching my videos, especially this one, because I want to make sure that you guys are well, and that you guys are pushing yourselves each and every day to become better, because I can't do that for you, and they know that, right? I'm there for them whenever they need me. They're my brothers, and I would do anything for them. But it's up to them to take that stand to take that step forward. So again, if you are in a relationship or you have someone that you care about, work on each other's dreams together. Work to build each other up. Yes, a relationship is not always perfect. A relationship is not always gonna be all hearts and rainbows and stuff like that going on. It's about facing challenges together. It's about really understanding what the other wants and needs and prioritizing those that they need help with to be able to grow, right? Have a deep conversation with them about what they're willing to do in order to be successful. Just to make sure that you guys are on the right page. If you guys really love each other, if you guys really see a future together, take the step to really understand this in your relationship of where you guys want to be. Give it a time frame of when that would be, all the problems that's going on, and how you want to fix all those problems and how you want to get there, right? And really listen to each other and work on understanding each other of why it may not be going the way you guys want to. Take that to heart. Really put your best foot forward and just move. Keep on moving every single day together. It's no different than if you don't have someone at this time to grow. You're just doing it with someone else. So become that power couple. Become the people that look up to you in terms of a great relationship, and build upon that. Build your foundation. And most importantly, with anything, especially relationships, build it with God. Now, I'm just gonna relax and start making my way back home, because as you guys can tell, earlier in this video there was light, now it's dark. But again, hope you guys enjoyed watching the rest of this video, and again, if you made it out this far, and you guys like to hear more of my thoughts, of my knowledge, and just continue to see my journey as I go on as a real estate agent, let me know. Just like, comment, subscribe, and share to all your friends that you feel that will help